in a turn of events that seemed to fuse celebrity culture, political theater, and the unpredictable power of viral media. An 11-second clip featuring Johnny Depp has erupted into a nationwide talking point, unexpectedly thrusting Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez into the center of a conversation she never intended to join. What began as an offhand moment Depp offering a ride, cryptic remark during a backstage exchange at a film festival quickly became fodder for social media users who specialize in transforming stray fragments into cultural lightning rods. The clip, which appeared without context and spread across platforms within minutes, showcased Depp delivering a single sentence with a half smile and raised eyebrow, a gesture vague enough to invite every interpretation and provocative enough to ignite an avalanche of speculation. Within hours, the comment was stitched into memes, reaction videos, political commentary streams, and digital conspiracy threads, many of which somehow connected the actor's quip to the rise, brand, and influence of Ocasio-Cortez, recasting her years-long political ascent as if it had been sparked, shaped, or exposed by this fleeting moment of celebrity ambiguity. For AOC, whose career has weathered countless waves of attention, criticism, and admiration, the sudden linkage felt less like a scandal and more like a surreal reminder of how contemporary politics often becomes entwined with entertainment in ways that defy logic. Yet the narrative took on a life of its own, building momentum as influencers and pundits seized on the opportunity to spin theories, jokes, and commentary about what Depp really meant and why the remarks seemed to set off such disproportionate reactions. In reality, neither Depp nor Ocasio-Cortez had any substantive connection to the topic at hand. But the absence of context only fueled the wildfire. Commentators on the left accused the viral frenzy of exemplifying how minor moments are weaponized to overshadow genuine policy debates, while voices on the right framed the clip as accidental truth-telling from a Hollywood figure who had inadvertently revealed something about political authenticity. Meanwhile, entertainment outlets reveled in the bizarre crossover, charting the surreal timeline of how a brief, enigmatic video could shift the national conversation for a full afternoon and inspire debates that stretched far beyond its content. As the story unfolded, digital culture analysts pointed to the episode as a new high-water mark for an era defined by instantaneous reaction and interpretive chaos, noting that the clip's power came not from its substance, but from its empty vessel poured into by millions, with their own presumptions, frustrations, and agendas. The situation also highlighted the pressures placed on public figures, who must navigate storms created not by their actions but by the narratives imposed upon them by audiences hungry for spectacle. In the days following the incident, Depp remained characteristically aloof, offering no further comment to clarify or diffuse the speculation, a silence that only added to the public fascination. Ocasio-Cortez, in contrast, responded briefly during an unrelated press availability, laughing off the idea that her career could be triggered, threatened, or defined by an 11-second celebrity clip, and redirecting attention to her ongoing legislative priorities. Her remarks, however, did little to slow the meme cycle, which continued to churn out comedic remixes, dramatic reinterpretations, and absurd hypotheses. Although the frenzy began to fade after the initial burst, it left behind a lingering commentary on the nature of modern discourse, reminding observers that in the current media ecosystem, nothing is too small to spiral into a national conversation, and nothing is too disconnected to be stitched into an improvised cultural narrative. The episode's absurdity ultimately served as its own message, that in a digital world dominated by speed, spectacle, and perpetual interpretation, meaning is often manufactured rather than discovered, and an 11-second curiosity can, however, briefly, be mistaken for a revelation powerful enough to rewrite a political career. Friends, I wish you best of luck. I will see you soon. Take care of yourself and yours.